Are you struggling to figure out when you should hire a bookkeeper? Maybe you think you need to make six figures, or maybe you're going to wait until tax time to get everything in order. But here's the truth, it's not about how much you make, it's about how you run your business and what your personal goals are. I was recently at a networking event where a business owner actually asked me that exact question. We're going to break it down within our climb framework, and I bet you'll be surprised about my answer. Let's get into it. So, the first step in the climb framework is content. It's understanding your personal financial literacy and what your business needs are. Many people assume hiring a bookkeeper depends on your revenue, but that's not exactly the right question. Now, I definitely understand you need to make sure you can afford that bookkeeper, but let's look into it a little bit more. What I told that other business owner was if you're on top of your receipts and you understand your bookkeeping software, you have a standard operating procedure. I'm going to hit my books every week at this time. You don't need a bookkeeper. If your financial literacy is there and you do not procrastinate, you don't need a bookkeeper. Now, if you're playing catch up at the end of the year, you're avoiding your CPA, you're avoiding your books, your tax planning, or you're spending hours researching financial rules that may have changed in your industry, you may need a bookkeeper. So, what I'm going to ask you to do is evaluate your own process, and I want you to be truthful to yourself. Are you proactive, or do you constantly play catch up with your financials? Do you understand your numbers? At the end of this video, I will have a link you can download. Now, the second step in the climb framework is leverage, freeing up time by using tools and resources effectively. Asking yourself, how much time do you spend on bookkeeping each month? And again, be honest with yourself. If you spend 10 hours a month, that's approximately 120 hours a year, 3 full work weeks. Could that time be better spent growing your business, marketing, or just spending time with your family? So I do want to challenge you. Track how much time you spend on bookkeeping for the next 3 months. Then ask yourself, what else could I have done with that time? Write down those 3 areas of your business you could focus on if bookkeeping wasn't taking up your time. All right, integrate. The integrate phase is about making sure the right people and processes are in place to support your business. So, a good bookkeeper doesn't just keep track of numbers, they help you step into the CEO role. They help you get clear reports, insights that help you plan for growth. You get help communicating with your CPA so tax season isn't as much of a headache as everybody says. You're able to take a 10,000-foot view versus being in the trenches of everything, and that's going to help you make better decisions. If I had a bookkeeper providing insights and reports, how would it change my business decisions? That's what I want you to ask. Think about the value of decision making with that clarity in your business. Many people see hiring a bookkeeper as just an expense, but it's actually an investment. I promise I'm not just an expense. I look to provide value into my client's business and into their life. I want to make sure they succeed. So I met with that business owner who thought he needed a bookkeeper. After reviewing his process, I told him he didn't need me. He had his system in order. Bookkeeping wasn't taking too much time for him. But I've also met with business owners who have no system in place, missed tax deductions and stress over the finances. For them, hiring a bookkeeper is a no-brainer. So I want you to again ask yourself, is my bookkeeping process supporting my business growth? Or is it slowing me down and not allowing me to focus on the goals that I want for my business? The build phase. This is the exciting phase. At least it's exciting for me. When I think build, I'm thinking growing your business, making decisions to make your business sustainable. So you need to create sustainable systems that keep your business growing for the long term. You don't want to be stuck in the trenches forever. At least that's not my goal. I don't want to be stuck in the trenches. My goal is to get out to that 10 to 15,000 foot view to look at my business and be able to see and make proper decisions. Okay. So another exercise I'm going to ask you to do. I've already asked you to time how much time is it taking for you to do bookkeeping. So now what I would like you to do is if you have a spouse or a significant other, I want you to ask them, if I had 5 more hours a week with my family, what would that mean to you, spouse, significant other? Now if you're single, ask yourself, what does that 5 extra hours mean to your business, mean to your social life, or just your well-being? Go relax a little bit more. So decide, do you want to spend your time growing your business or do you want to be buried in the numbers? It's a question all of us need to ask ourselves. So again, the question is, when should you hire a bookkeeper? It's not about how much you make, it's about what your time is worth and where you want to focus and go. Do you understand bookkeeping or are you always playing catch up? Leverage. What could you do with the time you're currently spending on bookkeeping? Do you have the right people in place to help you grow? Is your financial system supporting your business goals? Are you working on your business or are you stuck in it? If you like this type of content, please like, subscribe for more strategies to build an efficient business. Download my free time tracking worksheet to see how much time you're actually spending on bookkeeping. And of course, please comment below. Are you ready to outsource or are you keeping the books for yourself? Thank you, and I'll see you next time.